Welcome to another live stream watch along reaction. Today we're reacting to Netherlands versus Canada in an international friendly. Netherlands versus Canada playing each other in the Netherlands. A big match going on between both sides. This pre-Euro, pre-Copa America work. And Ronald Koeman definitely gave Canada good words during the press conference, which I'm honestly shocked about. But we'll find out. Teams are starting to walk out at the stadium. Starting 11s are as follows for Netherlands. Bart Verbruggen, the back four, Mickey van de Ven, Daley Blind, Matthijs de Ligt, Lucharel Gertrudia, Jordy Schoten, Genie Wijnaldum, Ryan Gravenberch, the midfield three, Memphis Depay, Brian Brobby, Jeremy Frimpong for the Netherlands. For Canada in goal, we got Dane St. Clair. Back four of Alistair Johnston, Moisey Bombito, Derek Cornelius, Alphonso Davies. Midfield four, Tejan Buchanan, Ishmael Kone, Stephen Eustachio, Liam Miller, Jonathan David, Kyle Laren up top for Canada. Teams are walking out. They're about to walk out. Blitzo says Vamos Canada. Winvo with the Netherlands flag. How we doing, Rory? Love the squad for Canada, I would hope. I mean, it is a pretty good squad, but Dane St. Clair in goal for the game. I mean, I get this is a friendly, but it is Jesse Marsh's first game, but Dane St. Clair in net. Okay. I could see a draw, but 2-1 Canada. I don't know why I have a funny feeling, but I have a funny feeling things might go well today. Yep, Fox Soccer Plus. So computer it is. They'll show the women's game on FS2. No problem. Fox Soccer Plus, though, I guess there must be some going on. No, FS2 is showing horse racing. I love horse racing, don't get me wrong. Not as much as football. Okay? So both teams should get the equal treatment and be put on FS2, but so I could watch it on TV. But okay, sure, horse racing matters more. Sure, horse racing matters more. No, it doesn't. Fox Sports has horrible, horrible, horrible priorities. Horrible priorities. I'd say half. I mean, Brobby isn't really exactly a starter. Frimpong will be. I'd say half and half. Yay. Also, Canadian Championship games on FS2. But this not. Okay. Already did that. When you have a feeling you're normally right. Yeah, I saw you got cooked. But with that being said, yeah, I still stand with it. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all our hearts command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Netherlands anthem is next. I'm always a little bit behind. No headphones. Is Mbappe playing? No. He will be on Sunday probably, but this isn't France. This is Netherlands. Memphis Depay's wearing a headband. Okay. Streets probably won't forget that. Okay. Sounds a little bit better. Okay. Now that I know that. Kickoff. Let's do that again. All right. Makes the timing better. So it is actually right at 1:45. That's awesome. Because he is. That sucks. I hate that. I thought the Lakers were going to hire J.J. Redick. Really? They may hire the Yukon coach. Interesting. Starting 11s. We got Dane St. Clair, Davies, Cornelius. Canada wearing their white kits. Again, St. Clair, Davies, Cornelius, Bombito, Johnston, Buchanan, Kone, Eustachio, Miller, Laren, David. For Canada's starting 11. Netherlands are wearing blue. Yeah, exactly. They'll get out of the group. We'll see how they do against Argentina. That's the real test. But, yes, the day before the tournament starts. The Euro predictions will be before the tournament starts. No, that'll be the 19th. Copa America predictions will be on the 19th. Euro predictions will be on the 14th because Copa America starts on the 20th. Like a week later. Pretty much. I know, I saw. Columbus are going to fall off a little bit. They think they won't, but they will. Just ask Toronto. I just hope it's not as bad for you as it was Toronto. I don't wish that on anybody. And when autumn's about to kick off, Canada in the white with the pinstripes. Netherlands in the blue. Doesn't surprise me. That's not a good thing. You should be starting. And we're off. In the Netherlands. Interesting. Yes, but that'll be before those tournaments start. Cruzul Sanyakimakis. Yeah, sucks for Atlanta, but it won't be as bad this year. Toronto's actually good. That sucks. I hate that for him. Italy versus Spain. Croatia versus Italy. Spain. Italy versus Albania. I think Croatia versus Spain. Like all of Italy's group, I'm doing most of those matches. And then, of course, the knockout matches Italy are in. It's not going to be as... And the final. I'll do the final no matter what. I'll do the final no matter what, even if Italy's not in it. But most of it's going to be me covering Italy. Starting 11 for Netherlands. Verbruggen, Van de Ven, Blind, De Ligt, Gertrudia, Gravenberch, Wijnaldum, Shilton, Frimpong, Brobbey, Depay. And going forward is Canada. Jonathan David can't keep it in. That'll go out for a goal kick 1 minute in. Good afternoon, Felix. No, they were going to lose anyway. That's a bad chance to give away, Jonathan. Man City sued the Premier League. Hopefully they got demolished. Depends. Maybe it'll be against Italy. Who knows? Or Croatia. 0-0. Game just started. 0-0. Game just started. Well, I guess you won't see me till the Euro final then. Or maybe I'll just start doing Croatia stuff more. I don't know. There's no way. I think there's some third-place teams that are worse than Italy. I think Italy should be one of the top 4 third-place teams at least. Albania's not going to finish above them. We'll be fine. It's going to take a lot of a disaster for Italy to make it to get eliminated in the groups. Now, if it was still Mancini, I'd be worried, but I believe in Spalletti. That'd be embarrassing. I agree. How we doing, Rafa? Marcelo Bielsa beat up the Lamborghini. Imagine what he's going to do to Greg. It's going to be worse. And all Mexico had to do was hire Bielsa back when they hired Tata, but they didn't. Because they didn't want to give up the control. The FMF didn't want to give up to control to Marcelo Bielsa. What has he done since? He's made Leeds a household name, or at least he did make Leeds a household name. And then he's turned Uruguay into a wagon. Well, he's not in CONCACAF, Bielsa, so... Well, yeah, it is Copa, though, but... Well, that helps. It helps that Federico Chiesa blew out his knee and Spinazzola blew out his Achilles. Playing for Canada clears. That's what helps. Still 0-0. Going forward, Kyle Larin. Liam Miller. Miller plays on, crosses it, blocked away, but it's picked up by Tajon Buchanan. Johnston. Kone. I've supported Italy since 2006. I suspect I have enough Italian blood to say. Shot! Oh, missed. I suspect I have enough Italian blood to get away with it. And not just be called plastic. But, yeah, before the 2006 World Cup, I chose Italy. I guess I've always suspected it. I just vocalized that suspicion. Long story of why it's just a suspicion, and it's not my room to say. Offside. Well, that makes sense. I can see the Netherlands in the final of the Euros. Don't be one of those people. Come on, don't be one of those people. Canada's actually playing well. You think you could see them in the final of the Euros? Okay, sure. Yeah, don't be one of those people. You're really going to believe in the Netherlands? Oh, okay, yeah. Don't do it. It was going, at least I'll sit here and be like, hey, offside's fine by me. Fair enough. Rob the Euros. Ooh. England. Rob the Copa. USA. I mean, Canada, Rob has bad terms to it. I mean, Canada would earn it, but I mean, some people could say, where did Canada come from? So in that case, I guess it would be a robbing. But anybody who is in Argentina or Brazil, to be honest. Leagues Cup. Toronto can have a heist. I wouldn't say it's a rob job, but America, Olympics, if it ain't France or Argentina or Japan, I don't know who else it would be, to be honest. Quarterfinals. No. I mean, I like looking at their tactics. I mean, they're very well drilled tactically, but I don't like the Netherlands really. I've never had any feelings about them, to be honest. I know they're bottle jobs. They have good tactics. I know they're bottle jobs, though. I've never really had any feelings about them, to be honest. Yeah, and they blew it. It was awesome to see that. Lily Johannes, very good footballer. Young, got a lot of games ahead of her. to make a bigger name for herself, but to start her career being one of the youngest goal scorers for the U.S. Women's National Team in a new era, that's an amazing thing to do. Not everybody could do that. I don't think Sophia Smith did that. So even with how good the women's team has been, or even Canadian-wise, looking at the two North American teams, there ain't many players who could score that young in a new era. So I can't wait either, but exactly. Exactly. No head up and out. It'd be funny if Canada did the opposite. Oh, wait, there's VAR nowadays, thanks to that damn match. Playing forward is Canada. They're actually playing really well. Canada are actually playing really well. I'm actually impressed. I mean, no goals, but they've had two really good chances. They've kept the Netherlands away. I mean, I'm happy so far. It's only been 8 minutes, but I'm happy so far. Playing forward, Johnston. Alistair Johnston making the run. Falls back. Jonathan David playing the false 9. Eustachio, okay. Plays top of the box. Liam Miller wheels it over the bar. That was, okay. All right, that's not, okay. Liam Miller just whacks it over the bar. Hey, you know what? Good chances, good build-up. Just put it on net. But the Jesse Marsh era looks promising, which is all I'm asking for, considering, it's the Netherlands. But if there's anything that's going to make it look promising, it's a good performance against the Netherlands. France, on the other hand, I would agree with that. Ooh. Like, they're making Netherlands look toothless. I think they're so, what's the word? They're so tactically driven. I don't think they have the mentality. That's the problem. I do not think they have the mentality to win matches when it gets really serious. I think they're so tactically drilled. The mentality's just not there. That's my opinion. Interesting. I mean, it is sort of surprising. I'm not going to lie. Like, Orlando City, I mean, everybody has a bad season, but it's honestly kind of surprising. I mean, Orlando City's got good outfield players. I mean, Gaese's not in his old self. That really does make a difference. But they still got some really good offensive players. It's honestly shocking that they're on a downfall like they are, but, It's interesting. After this game is over and the RSR is up, at least on YouTube, I will be live for the Central American Cup draw as well. And then on Thursday, I'll be recapping both the Caribbean Cup and Central American Cup draws on a video on Friday. Today's Thursday. Friday. Headed away. Oh, not a good position to be in. 11-minute 0-0. Then Saturday, of course, stream for World Cup qualifiers. Sunday, I'll be alive for the Canada-France game and then a World Cup qualifier game. Monday, I might be live for the soccer tournament, the TST final, if Quick Goal FC or Toronto Athletic are in the final, or if both are. I want to see Canada win. I do too. Memphis Depay, good tackle. Shot cleared. Canada. Nice defensive play. The 15th of June against Chicago. Against Chicago Fire. For those about to rock! Fire! I mean, good for San Diego, I guess. Good for San Diego, I guess. I mean, it's good for San Diego, I guess, but he's still a tronco at this point. Yeah, I may, to be honest, I may do it anyway. But the reason why I say Quick Goal FC is Seba Javinko and Dwayne De Rosario are playing on that team. In red, by the way. Former Toronto FC legends. Oh, and Chris Konopka as well, who's not a legend, but he did play for the club. One of these things is not like the others. One of these things is not like the others. And then, of course, Toronto Athletic is because a Toronto-based team from the Sports Leagues Canada shot over the bar, of course, in the tournament as well. But in the end, I'll probably decide to do the TST final anyway. The men's TST final anyway. It's a pretty cool tournament. The second ever tournament final. I may decide to do it anyway, live and review it, because why not? But doesn't seem like North Carolina FC is a favorite anyway, but I'll probably do it anyway, even then. Comar in tomorrow's round. Okay, they're in round 32. Yep, and Quick Goal is as well. I think Toronto Athletic needs a win. 14th minute. No, they won't. Side netting. As of now, Chucky. I mean, dude went from Napoli back to PSV to San Diego. Yeah, no, Chucky. Yeah, I mean, at least Marcelo has time on his side. Hell, Linez to a certain extent does. Chucky doesn't. I mean, the Premier League's turning into a farmers league thanks to Man City. What? Yeah, Bayern and Dortmund played yesterday, though. There was a dead classicer at the TST. They were playing yesterday. Now they're both playing right now in round 3 of the group stage, but they both played each other yesterday. Shout out to everyone, including Ryan. What the hell I watched yesterday? Uruguay humiliated Mexico. Yeah, that's what I meant. Playing. Yeah, that's what you meant. Is playing separately. They're both playing matches. Free kick here for Daily Blend. They're gonna let Daily Blend take a free kick. This ain't 2015. Cross in, header, wide. Well, it was closer than I thought. When Aldham just put it wide. I agree. And Mexico. Jesse Marsh era looks like a fun one. Here's the thing. Mexico just absolutely played a not number 1 side, but Uruguay is just a good team. Uruguay is a wagon right now. And Mexico, Rangel had the most horrible performance that I think I've ever seen from a goalkeeper. I didn't even watch it live, but I watched a good bit of it. That was a horrible performance. Is he overrated? He might just be. Canada playing forward, 17th minute. Jonathan David taken down, free kick for Canada. Yep, I saw that. So it wasn't St. Louis for Marco Royce. It's the LA Galaxy. At least it wasn't Charlotte. I would agree with that. Well, I mean, they have the talent to do it. They have the talent to do it. Ballon d'Or, Vinny. Sebi Salazar, the other guy. Sebi Salazar just got the Mike Grella treatment. Must hurt. Because Mike Grella was the one who actually scored the goal that Pat McAfee crossed in, which Grella's goal was amazing. And nobody's talking about Mike Grella. They're talking about Pat McAfee. And I love Pat McAfee. I do. But put some respect on Mike Grella's name. He did the decanio finish. No respect for Mike Grella. It's like, oh, Pat McAfee, what a cross. Nothing to say about Mike Grella. I'm like, he legitimately did a karate kick, popping the ball in the net, and that's the only reason they scored. He flew in like Ralph Macchio and smashed that thing home, and nobody's talking about it. Nobody's talking about it. Cleared away. He flew in like Ralph Macchio and nobody's talking about it. I got problems with that. I mean, yeah, Pat McAfee's cross was amazing. The goal was even better. The goal was even better. But let's also remember the soccer tournament goals are smaller. That was a tight angle. Even crazier. Vasquez, Malagon, Santi, and Chavez were benched. 1:30, the Free Santi school walkout. 1:30 p.m., the Free Santi school walkout. That was a meme on Liga MX's Reddit, by the way. I thought that was hilarious. I mean, it's not as good as what you could have, but yeah, he's serious. I mean, that's a good position to be in. He's more serious than Denise. Exactly. Brazil won 7 games, total goals 27, points per game 2.3. Uruguay won 1, 14 goals, 1.2 points per game, drew 4. Yeah, but Uruguay's a wagon now too, so. Whoa. We're saying Gonzalez should have played against Uruguay. I mean, he probably would have played better, but Rangel versus Bolivia, is that really testing somebody? I mean, right now, I'd say it's even. Over the top, headed away. Cleared away. Oh, no. Buchanan trying to get in there. Nope. Cleared. Van de Ven. That'll be a throw. I wouldn't disagree with that. Free Santi. Pretty much. He still had a horrible performance. He still had a horrible performance. I mean, yeah, he's young. It shouldn't ruin him forever, but, well, it can. You get in a goalkeeper's head, it can ruin them forever. But, you know, 2 of them were his fault. Exactly. If it ain't your fault, it's not a horrible performance. Over the bar, 21st minute, 0-0. It's not over the. If it's your fault, it's a bad performance. If it's not your fault, and it's just amazing goals, it's not really a bad performance. There's a difference for a goalkeeper. If they're your fault, or at least half of them are, yeah, I think it's up for debate. Yeah. Oh, I knew. I think there was. If you know what I know, yeah, I knew. David going forward and he gets pulled down. Free kick for Canada. That's a little bit soft. I think he would have saved the 2 that were Rangel's fault. So it would have been 2-0 or 2-1 instead. Maybe he would have saved one of the other ones, but I think they could have drawn if Malagon was in goal or not lost as bad. I still think they played horribly, but But he also put them in a hole, screwing up on 2 of them. So I could have sworn. Oh, they didn't. So it would have been 2-0. My bad. But if you're not in a 4-0 hole, maybe you actually do score. I don't know. Maybe push you on to score. Who knows? It's a good argument. Exactly. 0-0, 23rd minute. Ball played in, shot wide. Corner for Canada. What? Okay. Still 0-0, 23 minutes in. But Canada's actually had the better chances on the night. I would agree with that. Bombito, but it goes off Daily Blind for a corner. I can't believe he's still playing for the national team. Dude's got to be, 40 at this point? Dude's got to be, 40 at this point? Honestly, I said after 2018, header. I said going into the 2022 cycle, they were going to get worse. That'll be a corner for Canada. After 2018, I'm like, the 2022 cycle is not going to be as good as you think. And then COVID happened, and that just probably accelerated everything. Because Tata started well, and then after COVID, it just went. It wasn't Colorado. Colorado was the one where everybody knew. Cross in. But they did have a friendly against Costa Rica before that. That was a pretty bad performance. And I'm like, oh, here we go. Here we go. That friendly against Costa Rica, that first friendly after COVID, I'm like, yeah, here we go. It's starting to fall apart. And there it was. Wait, Canada could beat the Netherlands then? Yeah, if you lose to the Czech Republic, I think Canada could win this game the way they're playing. I agree with that. Canada would have got out of Mexico's group. The USA would have got out of Mexico's group. Hell, Costa Rica would have. Yeah, I agree. Panama would have. Yeah, but I'd say, again, that Costa Rica friendly was the first warning shot. I'm like, yep, here it comes. And it's just been boom, 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 boom. And I guess the Gold Cup's a little bit of a boop, but then back down. No, Costa Rica would have got out of that group. Poland sucked, and Poland, Saudi Arabia sucked. I think Costa Rica would have got out of that group. I'll just say it, yeah. I'll check. He died a year ago, but yeah, still rest in peace to Virgil. Legend. 25th minute. What does that have to do with it? Well, I guess you're right, but still. Why are we comparing Man City to the USA? Exactly. That'd be better than Jamie Noble. I respect Jamie Noble, but that's got to be some sort of a backhanded compliment. 0-0, 26th minute. Netherlands playing forward. But Canada, again, have had a lot of good chances. Netherlands, not so much. Canada's been the better team today. I have to say, Canada's been the better team today. I honestly can't believe it. Maybe my inkling was right. Maybe my feeling was right that they were going to get this done. Maybe I had a good maybe my feeling was absolutely right, because I was like, here's a shot, saved by Dane St. Clair. That'd be a goal kick. Offside, but he did get in there because it was offside, which is a goal kick. So, And it didn't go out anyway. So. Throw in. The flag was for offside, but still technically a goal kick. 27th minute, 0-0. Well, yeah, Canada is better than Ireland, though. Well, at least on paper. Out for a Canadian throw. Yeah, I saw that. Pep was talking to Joe Mazzulla. Yeah. Crazy. Not going to lie. I saw that, yes. But, I mean, it's still a big thing to see Canada playing well against Netherlands. Like, you don't normally see this. The fact, and when they could have played them before, they sucked. Now they actually got a chance to play them, and they're looking not half bad. They're actually better than not half bad. They're looking good. Out in the group stage. I think that wouldn't have hurt as bad as no head up penal. I mean, he does live in New York. Maybe he's a fan of the Nets or something. Playing forward, good run. Good get back speed by Davies. Depay, Eustachio. Cross in, saved by Dane St. Clair. Egypt 2-0, Burkina Faso, 2 goals by Trezeguet from Trabzonspor. And formerly of Aston Villa. Forgot about that one now, didn't you? Of course he's starting. I think they can. The more I'm watching, I think they can. I thought it was crazy to think they can. They may actually surprise. 29th minute. I like it. Man, they're smothering them defensively. Like, it's free kick for Netherlands. I could see a draw against Argentina. I mean, Canada on paper is better than Saudi Arabia, and Argentina lost to Saudi Arabia. It can happen. It's not out of the realm of possibility. Yeah, but Canada actually on paper has a good coach, an actually good coach. They have a good team already. That you know what you got. There's a difference. Canada's got a good team. They got a good coach. The coach is what we don't know about, but Jesse Marsch on paper is a good coach. And Netherlands, as of now, honestly, are a more modern team than Germany. Depay chips it in. It's going to go out for a goal kick for Dane St. Clair. Marsch is okay and therefore good considering the financial mess. Could be worse. We could have the Canadian version of Ronald Koeman. Good starting 11. Besides, I mean, Dane St. Clair's played a good match, so I can't even hate on him. They put out a good starting 11. It wasn't exactly A++, but they put out a good starting 11. And Canada's playing tough. They're defending very well. There's a couple of surprises. I mean, Miller over Schaffelberg. Derek Cornelius in there instead of Zach McGraw. No Kamal Miller. Wait. Yeah, Bombito and Cornelius instead of Kamal, and Zach McGraw, which is just unexpected, but it's working. Hey, Bobby Smyrniotis beat Montreal. Give Bobby Smyrniotis some respect. Davies is down. Oh, no. Oh, no. Again, I would rather have Zach McGraw and Kamal Miller. But ironically enough, I think Derek Cornelius and Moise Bombito are faster, which is why he's still amazing for Canada, no matter how bad his MLS season is. So you know what? It is what it is. And Davies is down. See it on his face. That doesn't look too good. Davies came up limping. That's not a good sign. Not a good sign at all. Canada U20 women's soccer was drawn to the group of Fiji, Brazil, and France. Rip Fiji. USA was drawn with Spain, Paraguay, and Morocco for the U20 World Cup draw in Colombia. I think Canada should get out of that group. Wouldn't necessarily say it's Kamal's fault. He's doing okay. Yeah, I wouldn't say he's had a bad season. I would just say it's not been perfect. But I think a lot of the players on Portland have underperformed, except for Evander and Jonathan Rodriguez, if I'm being totally honest. I think a lot of players. I honestly think a lot of the players on Portland as a team have underperformed this year. I mean, in respect, I think Kamal Miller's probably been one of their better players, but I think everybody, and Felipe Mora, yeah. Felipe Mora, Jonathan Rodriguez, and Evander are the only ones who have not underperformed at all, you know, in my opinion. Kamal Miller has underperformed to a certain extent, as Zach McGraw has. There's been a lot of injuries. I think Diego's underperformed. Due credit to Forge, they beat who was in front of them, but no, it doesn't massively change my take on Bobby. Okay. Montreal also the ridiculous wave of injuries, Saputo creating a twin financial crisis, and Courtois rotating too much against Forge considering the circumstances. I mean, fair, but still. Morocco and USA qualify. I could see that. That was honestly one of the stupidest things I've ever seen. But, hey, I can't blame Mexico. I said, you know, Greg Vanney, I was Vanney out the same way a lot of Mexico fans were Osorio out, except I don't even know if they had any idea of who they wanted as their replacement. I wanted Maurizio Sarri, which that was probably Cloud Cuckoo Lander anyway. But grass is never greener on the other side, or at least it isn't much, okay? When you got a good situation, you shouldn't want that to be ruined because you want some sort of idealistic bullshit that'll probably never happen anyway. Unless you yourself somehow become the coach of that team. And even then, I wouldn't say Saudi ball is exactly the way I would play nowadays. It's definitely been more patrician. That's not the word. But it's definitely aged. Thoughts have definitely aged and changed, but U20 World Cup Japan's in. Italy's not there. Imagine U20 final Japan, Spain. Will you cover it? There's probably going to be some that day. Davies is back on. Bobby has potential, but Canada is just too much a step up. Let him prove himself at a higher level first. And that's got to be a free kick. Free kick for Canada, yes. That's true. I think I also got accustomed to the same thing. Because my expectations of Toronto went sky high after the Champions League final. I didn't think Vanney could take us to that next level. We were still Jesse Mouse to the fourth official. It might be a sub. Who knows? We'll find out. 37th minute. See, the thing about that is after that Champions League final, I thought Toronto had a higher ceiling that they could hit. I didn't think they could hit it with Vanney. There was a lot of situations over the 3 years after that it was like, and even in 2018, I was like, it's a lot of injuries. I'm still vanning in. Then 2019 happened, and I'm like, okay. And then they still made the MLS Cup. But there was still moments where, yeah, I guess in the same vein, when it came to Toronto after or during the Champions League run and post the treble, it was like I complained after a single loss, or hell, even a single draw. I think I'm a little bit, what's the word? Ever since they became shit, I think I've been a little bit more cognizant of where to pick my battles. And also now that they're becoming good again, I'm like, okay, it's going to be some growing pains. Shot! Oh, what a save off the line. What a clearance off the line. 38th minute, still 0-0 by Canada. Be a free kick for Netherlands. So it's sort of a, you don't know what you have until you lose it. That's also, well, grass ain't greener on the other side. Similar thought process. And I guess sort of similar as John Herdman. Like that after like Nations League final and Gold Cup, I was starting to question him for Canada. Then he left, and then he became the Toronto manager. I'm like, why the hell did I question him? Why the hell was I questioning him? Header. Oh. Netherlands are starting to put a shelling on the Canadian net, but so far no goals against. Yeah, at least Canada's playing well. I don't know if they will. Like, Curacao and Haiti are the best teams in that group. Aruba's got chances, but, I still think Haiti and Curacao are the best teams in that group. St. Lucia is closer to Aruba than the other two. I'm pretty comfortable with my predictions. But then again, you could look at the Grenada game and just say, hey, maybe there'll be some crazy stuff. Who knows? Out for a throw-in, 40th minute, 0-0. Yeah. On a broader note, there are rumors of Cornelius to either Ajax or Feyenoord after his performance today might help make it happen. I can agree with that. Well, I mean, you did beat us in the Leagues Cup, so technically I guess you're right as of now. But y'all have fallen even farther, and Toronto are starting to go back up. So, but you did beat us in the Leagues Cup, so head-to-head, I guess for now, yes, you're right. You're not technically wrong. Those at our worst moment, but you're not technically wrong. And I don't think we'll play you this year because, one, I think you're on the western side of things, and second of all, you suck. So, and besides, I mean, if we get knocked out of the group stage, we're playing a good Red Bull team and the champions of CONCACAF. It might not go our way. Y'all, but if we do play each other, hopefully we can make last year right. Hopefully Columbus can try to win a trophy like Campeones Cup, which I think they will against Club Robbery, and make a run in the Leagues Cup. Te va robar, Las Águilas, te va robar. I would agree with that. I could see it. Schaffenberg coming on and winning it. I could see it. I'm down with that. 41st minute, 0-0. I thought the ref was starting to. Fair enough. Yeah, the ref did get involved in that game. 41st minute, heavily playing forward. Canada. I still think they've been the better team. Defensively and offensively, but especially defensively. BS yellow. I'm not surprised. .42 minute. Shot, save. Corner for Netherlands. I would honestly not complain about that because Jacob Schaffenberg in MLS, seeing him play for Nashville, it hurts. If he was in Europe, I'd be like, okay, sucks he's not in Toronto, but at least sucks that we traded him and he became a bigger star after he got traded, but at least he's in Europe now. Cruz Azul versus Inter Miami 2024 Leagues Cup Final. You heard it here first. Man, the scripting on that would be crazy. Like, Messi's playing the team he first played when he made his MLS debut. Can Cruz Azul get revenge for that last-second winner? Man, the scripting would be crazy. Cruz Azul's gotten better since a year ago. They damn near won the league, and Messi is still dominating MLS. Tell Canada to play 5-3-2. No. We're doing enough defending as it is. No. Try to find a way to break out. We're doing enough defending as it is. No. Now, if we're having pushing wing backs when we're in possession, I guess so. But I think you're saying back five, not a back three that turns into a back five in defense. But when in possession, the wing backs fly up the pitch. There's a different shot over the bar. That'll be a corner. 44th minute. We just need to survive till half. I wish I did have that tactics board with magnets because, again, the tactics board I saw at Soccer Master yesterday was a drawable whiteboard instead of magnets. I need to go to freaking Academy Sports or something to find one with magnets and all that. But, you know. But now if you're saying 5-3-2, that's a back. You mean a 3-2-4? Playing forward. Kone. Still onside. Shot. Laren. Side. Past the post. How we doing? I agree with that. Well, I don't think Canada bulls Tobias time as much as Toronto does. That's the difference. It's like, yeah, they play well for 80 minutes and then they choose to throw the game away. I can't help that. It's like we're cursed. The problem is I know better. Keeper probably saves if it's onside, sadly. Fair enough. 45th minute. Sad part is I know damn well. 2 minutes of stoppage time. I know damn well that they will do Tobias time, and I still think they're playing well until the 80th minute. And then they throw it away. We are honestly cursed. Canada needs to play 3-4-3 formation to 4-3-2-1. These are quite interesting through my head. I do wish I had that tactics board. Now I would talk about that all the half after I said something about half. Interesting. Girault wants to play as many games as he can for LAFC. Good for him. I respect it. Halfway through the first minute of stoppage time. 1:20 to go in the first half. Still 0-0. And here's a chance. Can Canada pick that up to go press? David clears Verbruggen. 1 minute in, and Canada are absolutely... Shot saved! Dane St. Clair makes the save, and that's going to go wide for a goal kick. Canada dead to rights, and Brobby doesn't score. Thoughts on Jesse so far? Jesse Marsch, I like what I'm seeing. Defensively, they're solid. Offensively, they push the ball forward. They're not afraid of nobody. Tactically, I think Jesse Marsch is perfect for this squad, and you can tell as it is. So, yeah, so far, I'm absolutely standing well with it. I'm good with Jesse. I knew it was a good pick, but it's better than I expected. Forge FC, biggest Canadian club, bigger than Rotloss. I'll take it. 10 seconds to go. That didn't go out. Now it went out. Seconds to go. Throw in for Canada. Canada's got some ballers. I would agree with that. They always have, but I think Jesse Marsch might be more perfect for this team than John Herdman, even though I do respect Herdman. And I shouldn't have questioned him last year. I think Jesse Marsch might be better for this Canada team. 0-0 at the half. 45 minutes down. Canada's played really well. Netherlands, on the other hand, they've been second best, which I didn't expect that, to be totally honest. Dane St. Clair's been really good in net. Didn't exactly expect that either. This game, been things I haven't really expected, but so far, Canada's playing well. That's all you can ask for, to be totally honest. I'll take it. Honestly, I could get behind that. Take Davies out at the half. Put in Richie Larea. Give Richie some time. Maybe take out Liam Miller for Jacob Schaffelberg. And maybe later in the match put on Matthew Choinière. The players I want to see, I mean, I guess they could sub on as many people as they want. It's a friendly. But I want to see Richie. I want to see Choinière. I want to see Richie, Choinière, and Jacob Schaffelberg. I guess Ike Ubo as well. Kyle Hebert, maybe. His season hasn't been so good with St. Louis. Osorio, not exactly. I don't want to see Oso. I think he's losing it a bit, but I'm feeling good. Forge FC is the sixth best Canadian club at best. Ottawa and Halifax are ahead due to institutional ties and popularity at home. Well, if you look at it that way, fair enough. Great goalkeeping. That'd be crazy. That would be Sunday. Yeah, they're going to lose. Yeah, of course they're going to lose to France. No. One, he's washed up. Second of all, maybe him and Jesse Marsch would be better working together, but he's washed. With that being said, we'll take a short break at the half. We'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, get this one going. 0-0 at the half between both sides. I think Canada's playing pretty damn well. Could be a bit better, but they're playing pretty damn well. 0-0. We'll take a short break. Sit tight. Yeah, that sucks because it would have been nice to cover it, but no. With that being said, stats of the half are as follows: 61% possession to 39% possession, 9 shots to 2, 3 shots on goal to 0, 258 accurate pass to 159, 87% pass accuracy to 81% pass accuracy, 7 fouls to 9, 2 corners to 2, 9 shots to 2, 3 shots on goal to 0, 298 pass to 197, 87% pass accuracy to 81. We got 8 throws to 8, 2 offside to 1, 0 yellow cards to 1, 0 red cards to 0, 0-0 at the half. I think the stats are a little bit that they have written down are a little bit, what's the word? Misleading. I think Canada has looked like the better team. I think Canada defensively has looked like the better team. I think offensively they've had their moments. I think the stats are a little bit misleading with the way Canada's played. I thought they've been really good defensively. They've been good. Offensively, they've gotten forward. They've had chances. They've put in good plays into the final third. It just hasn't exactly went their way at times. But Canada's had their moments. I thought they've played well. I think Netherlands, of course, have had some chances where they could run in and take the shot, but it just hasn't gone in, especially late on. I think the last maybe 10 minutes, they really peppered the Canada net. But other than that, the first 35 minutes of the first half or the game, I don't think Netherlands looked any special. I think Netherlands really tried to go for it as the half went on. They really started peppering Canada's net late on. But overall, I still think Canada played the better first half. I think Canada will score. I think they will score. I think they will find one. Also, the TST games between celebrities, including best football players and YouTubers. The TST is very interesting. They have some really good amateur footballers, some good legends, some good YouTubers, and some former athletes that aren't football players, or at least association football players. Pat McAfee grew up playing football. Then he became a punter, but Pat McAfee's playing really well. He's tapped into his past. J.J. Watt is trash. I think J.J. Watt is horrible, but I think we all expected that. Stick to blocking. Stick to a defensive lineman position, please, J.J. Stick to throwing your weight around because you sure can't do it on a football pitch. Visa, I think Visa looks okay. The Burnley fan. Seba Javinko looks like he's still got it. Seba Javinko looks like he's still got it. Straight up. It's amazing. Girault as well, but we knew that last year because he played last year as well. Girault still got it. Seba still got it. Feels so good to watch them play together. It's awesome. Makes my heart flutter. But it does make my heart flutter. I'm not going to lie. But because to me, if they look like they're playing well, yes. Because to me, if they look like they're playing well, I'm going to say they look like they're playing well. If they're not, it is what it is. If they're not, it is what it is. But just because they look good for 80 minutes doesn't mean they'll look good for 90 plus. But again, I call it like I see it. If they look good to me, or at least look passable. I mean, comparatively to last year, of course they look good as well. Also, in call-ups, I'm personally okay with Zator just not playing at a high enough level. Hoylett, love him, but should be phased out. McGill could have brought a better dual net goalkeeper. Honestly, they could have brought Luka Gavron. I think that would have been better. Luka Gavron is better than Tom McGill. I'll just be honest right there. I'm glad he's not, because we need him, because Sean Johnson is gone, and Sean Johnson might just be on the Copa roster as well, and who knows if he goes straight there if he's called up for the Copa roster. So I'm gladly fine with Luka Gavron staying in Toronto, but he's better than Tom McGill. Hoylett, he should have been phased out at the end of the Biello era. Zator's a good center back, but he's not as good as Cornelius, turns out. Kamal, Orzak, McGraw. Mauro Biello's talking with Jacob Schaffenberg. That might mean a sub's coming soon for him. It's sad for Columbus. They're going to drop off a little bit. Tim Bezbachenko, I'm happy for him getting a good job outside of MLS as well. It's funny. He left Toronto after they were the bridesmaids in CONCACAF. Now he's leaving Columbus after they were the bridesmaids in CONCACAF. Now let's see if Columbus does any better trying to go for that trophy while with a new GM than Toronto did. I'd say they have a better shot, but we'll see what happens. A slightly better shot. I didn't say they get that close again, but I don't think they'll get Independiente either. No, not planning on it. I'm planning on watching Twisters. I'm planning on watching If. I'm planning on watching Minions or Despicable Me 4. I'm not planning on watching Inside Out. I'm short. No, I'm not. There's no damn way I am. I'm short as all hell. There's no damn way I am. They're like freaking 6 feet tall. All of them, at least. 6 feet tall, short over there. Hell no. Jacob Schaffenberg is coming on at the half. For Davies. Oh, wait, no. Everybody's wearing the poppy armbands. Okay. Jacob Schaffenberg coming on. For Liam Miller. No, it's Liam Miller. Is the sub. Interesting. Eustachio's coming on. If I knew they were going to wear poppy armbands today, I should have freaking bought. I should have freaking bought a poppy to wear. Damn. I know that's also a November thing, but Let's go Schaffelberg. Yep. I would have brought Goodman from Crystal Palace or tried to. Gavron and Sawa won't play and aren't at danger for being capped by anyone else, so better to leave them where they are. True. But I still think Sawa is better than St. Clair. I know St. Clair is having a good performance, but Sawa is still better. Gavron arguably is better. And you would have thought that they would play. I know Crépeau is starting, but arguably I could see Sawa being the starter right now. Like, he could probably fight for that job. You give him a chance, he could earn it. Cross in, which I guess Jesse Marsch is planning to do. Give a competition in goal, because he's letting Dane St. Clair start a match. So Crépeau should be the locked-on starter for Game 1 of the Copa, and probably even for the Nations League knockouts. And I guess the rest of the Copa, but I think Jonathan Sawa would have been a better call-up than St. Clair. But St. Clair's playing a good game, so I won't. In a vacuum, not a bad call. Overall, though, Sawa still better. And I think he could also be better than Crépeau. Or at least he's right there. I mean, he did come back from a leg break. I mean, he's not bad, but he's not the same as he was pre-breaking his leg. But that was probably obvious. As a goalkeeper, you think he'd be better now than he was when he just came back. But you need that power in your leg to push off, make saves. It's going to ruin his pace. It's going to ruin the power he has in his legs. You know, it's a wonder he's even damn near still as good as he was back in 2022. But you could tell there's a little bit of a drop-off, which I think is enough for Sawa to overtake him. Or even if Jesse Marsch chooses St. Clair. He's not there, but I wouldn't say he's that far off. But he's vulnerable enough to be replaced. How we doing, soccer guy? It's been a while. How did Columbus lose, and how the hell did Mexico let 4 goals past them? 1, sure, but 4. 1, Uruguay's a wagon. Second of all, Mexico, Rangel threw away 2 goals, and their defense didn't play well last night. They had a horrible performance, and Columbus, sounds like they had Montezuma's revenge. on the days leading up to the Champions Cup final. I don't think they got poisoned by Pachuca, and I don't think that's what they were alleging either. They just had Montezuma's revenge. Advantage played. Here comes Netherlands. 48th minute. Shot saved by St. Clair. But sometimes it just doesn't go your way anyway. Pachuca's a good team, but Pachuca ran them ragged, but it doesn't help when you have non-stop bubble guts for 3 days before the match, or as soon as you get to Mexico, the next day you wake up with bubble guts. And it just doesn't stop. I'm not saying they got poisoned. I don't think they did get poisoned. I just think or at least by the club. Now, could it have been bad food handling? Maybe. I think it's a cornucopia of situations. Solomon Rondon's a good player. Pachuca ran Columbus ragged, the altitude, and the Montezuma's revenge. Now, the question is, was it tap water they drank, or was it bad food handling? I don't think Pachuca, the club, poisoned them. But even Crew fans said they got the same thing. Like, Crew fans that went down there for the match said they got the same thing on one of the threads. Shot! Goal! 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 Memphis Depay puts it away. It's 1-0 Netherlands. In the 50th minute, Memphis Depay. Ball crossed in, and he turns it home. It is what it is. I expected it. Jeremy Frimpong with a cross, and all he has to do is poke it in. Memphis Depay. It was bound to happen. It was bound to happen. I guess Jesse thinks it's offside, but it's a freaking friendly. Cute Udo Papa. Udo Papa, 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 Udo Papa, Papa. Hey! How'd you know I had a Eurovision fixation recently? How'd you know? Look at the bright side. They're doing better in the U.S. I agree with that. Yeah. Could be worse. Yeah, we're doing better in the U.S. Just one result out of this game, France and Argentina would be massive. I would agree with that. We still should beat Chile and Peru, though. So, but I would like to have a result out of the next 3 games, preferably Argentina, because that's the one that actually matters. But which one? Which one? I didn't know that happened. I didn't know you could control other people's algorithms with reposts. I didn't know you could do that. Jacob Schaffelberg, cross in, same. I didn't know you could do that. The song one. Like the parody or actually Yoist? Yeah, that was a bad one to go to, wasn't it? Well, it depends on how you looked at it. The parody, okay. Well, it depends on how you look at it. If you wanted Mexico to lose, it was a fun one to go to. If you wanted them to win, no. I wouldn't. Well, do what you want, but I wouldn't recommend it. Crossed in. Canada crosses in off the corner. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can do what you want. Schaffelberg crosses it in. Saved by Verbruggen. That was a good save. Filtered carbonated water, pure cane sugar, citric acid, sodium benzoate, natural and artificial flavors, red 40 and caramel color. Like cream soda with cherries. Like a cherry cream soda. Maybe a little bit of strawberry in there. Mostly cherry. Must be cursed. Because if I see a team looking like they're playing better until they get scored on, I'm going to say they look like they're playing better. Now, if they get scored on, it's not my fault. Maybe it's against the run of play. Maybe it's because it finally catches up to them. Ergo, what happened here? Or maybe we're just cursed. I don't know. Could be all 3. Could be all 3. I don't know. Charles Andreas Brim coming on. And Zator coming on for Alistair Johnston. I'm not going to. I'm going to call it like I see it. If I think they look better, I'm going to say it. If they get scored on, it's either because they got scored on against the run of play, they had a bad 5-minute stretch, they're cursed, or it caught up with them. The gap caught up with them. Either way, Zator off or Zator on for Johnston. Buchanan off for Charles Andreas Brim. Charles Andreas Brim is on for Buchanan. Putting Zator on the pitch is a terrible idea. Right now, yes. This could get worse. Speaking of, we are doing better in the USA, but we got 30 minutes to do plays in freaking Polish League and not the flagship clubs either. Oh, so that's where he went. So I guess most of the Polish League is CPL standard. Davies trying to get back. Frimpong, good clearance. Shot, goal! Jeremy Frimpong off the rebound. And it's 2. 2-0 Netherlands. It wasn't even Zator's fault. Jeremy Frimpong with a goal and assist. I thought Canada would score. Me too. The gap caught up with him, I guess. Davies made a good tackle. Ball falls back to Jeremy Frimpong, and he just curls it top bins. Good goal. It's not like it was a jammy goal. It's not like they're getting squeezed by jammy goals. They're doing better in Mexico. They're still doing better in the USA as of now, though. 57th minute. Look on the broad side. They're doing better in Mexico. I mean, technically, yes. They're also still technically doing better in the USA. Mexico did beat the Netherlands. How long ago? Playing forward is Canada. Jonathan David plays it forward. Cross in. Oh, 7 years ago. I consider playing the Polish League as being what I call Tier 2 Canadian player, not good enough to contribute to the Canadian men's national team, good enough to help get everyone used to Canadians at a high level. So basically, Gold Cup level guy. Okay, good. I don't even remember that. That is, yep. 60th minute. Cross in, shot, save by St. Clair. Depay went for a second. Past the hour mark, 60th minute. Man, Jeremy Frimpong is ripping Canada to shreds now. Not even Gold Cup. Those are MLS players, but good enough that it's actually better for Canadian soccer for Zator to be in Poland than to stay and build up the CPL. Canada needs to focus on France. We're getting curb stomped. I don't even know why you want us to focus on France. Oh, hey, look, it's Wout Weghorst. Que mira bobo. Que mira bobo. Anda pasha bobo. 2-0 Netherlands. Weghorst the GOAT. Who scored? First goal was Memphis Depay. Second goal was Jeremy Frimpong. Frimpong assisted the Memphis goal as well. I know who I'm going for man of the match. And that'll be a free kick for the Netherlands. Daniel Malin coming on as well. Steven Bergwijn coming on for Jeremy Frimpong. '62nd minute. Told you Frimpong would cook. I'm not surprised. Took him 15 minutes to do it, but he did it. Steven Bergwijn is on for Jeremy Frimpong. Memphis Depay is coming off. For Wout Weghorst. And Daniel Malin is coming on for Brian Broby. Oh. Had a terrifying thought. Marsh just decided Zator's is Daniel Henry for some reason. Also, the center back that shouldn't be there, but is for some random reason. Yeah, honestly, at this point, they should take out Davies. I don't disagree. Just in case. I mean, at least he's played long enough that he's not hurt. But, yeah, still take him off. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Now that you say it, yeah, I kind of have a feeling. Yeah, Zator is Daniel Henry. Marsh's Daniel Henry. But, yeah, I can see it. Yeah. But there's always that one player. Shot saved. Goal! Tap in by Wout Weghorst. Wout Weghorst taps in the rebound. Dane St. Clair spills it right to Wout Weghorst. And it's 3-0. Yep, the gap caught up. And Zator got absolutely outpaced by Wout Weghorst. There it is. But yeah, horrible rebound to give up by Dane St. Clair. Horrible rebound to give up. I'm done with this game. We need to do better with our offense and defense. Wout, a washed Manchester player, scored versus y'all. The man who got trolled by Messi scored against us. We got scored on by a man who got trolled by Messi. You know what you have to do to get trolled by Messi? At the risk of beating a dead horse, the guy who played for Corona Kiel say it won't look good against world-class strikers. Yeah, but to be totally honest, anybody in that back line except Alphonso Davies wouldn't look good against world-class strikers. Even Kamal Miller and Zach McGraw. Maybe. Well, no, Derek Cornelius did look good. Fair enough. Wait, are we calling Val Veghorst a world-class striker? What? Whoa. Shot, blocked away, and it just didn't go their way. It probably will. At least it was one half. He even had the goalie mishap. And now we're seeing the part of Jesse Marsch where when it goes wrong, he doesn't change shit. That's the part of the Jesse Marsch experience I don't like. Johnston was okay, save for one moment. Fair enough. I want more. Give me 4. Hey, what? Why do you want to see me go through pain? Why do you want to see me go through pain? That bottle could be useful if it gets to 5-0. Yeah, no, no. 66 minute. You see, this is the part of the Jesse Marsch experience. Man United might be the problem, not Veghorst. Well, I mean, Man United is a problem, but yeah, of course. 3 goals within 10 minutes. Hey, we were playing well until then. And then the quality gap got to us, and they got shell-shocked. And Jesse Marsch, when shit goes south, he doesn't change anything. That's the problem. This is the part of the Jesse Marsch experience that I don't like, that nobody likes. Danielle Mullen. They're shell-shocked. They can't change nothing because they won't change nothing. This is going to get worse. Pain plus confusion equals Jesse. I wish that Jesse would change his ways. We're down 3-0 today. Why can't I find a coach like that? You do realize Scotland played the exact same way. Fair enough. Oh, look, Virgil van Dijk's about to come on. Stefan de Vrij as well. Okay, maybe I'll save judgment till after the game. Or until at the end of each half. How about that? I'll save my judgment till the end of the half and then the end of the game. How about that? Because he can. How about that? Will that make you feel better? If I save my judgment for the end of the half and the end of the game. Is that better? I won't say they look good just at the 30th minute or the 60th minute. Is that better? I didn't think it would go this badly. The first half, it didn't look too bad. Second half, well, at least 10 minutes of the second half. Toronto TST playing 30 minutes. Yeah, I got an RSR to do and then the draw for the Central American Cup. So, 69th minute. 2 subs for Canada. Junior Hollett's coming on. Yeah, that's a... Well, technically, we still are. Well, technically, truthfully, we still are doing better than Mexico. It's only 3-0. They lost by 4. But to a team that's worse than Netherlands. So technically, we are doing better. That is not a lie. That's just technically the truth. We're not losing 4-0. We're playing a team better than Uruguay. So technically, we are doing better. We are doing worse than the USA did at the World Cup, though. We need to score to be just as good. Matthew Chouanier coming on. Junior Hoylett coming on. Hoylett for Laren. Okay. Technically, it's true. We're better than Mexico. We're doing better than Mexico. Now, if we lose 4-0, we did just as bad. Steven Eustachio coming off for Matthew Chouanier. Is the game in Europe? Yep. It's in Netherlands. Well, I mean, he is a good hire if the games don't go like this. If things are going even or our way, he's a good hire. If things aren't going our way, well, either magic's going to happen and things go our way, or they just flush that game. Either way. Mexico played this Dutch team. Mexico would have got split in half and torn into 1,000 pieces. 71st. That's fair. 71st minute. I mean, yeah, there's negatives to Jesse Marsch. This is the negative. Canada got punched in the mouth. And they got shell-shocked. And they ain't changed nothing. Because he doesn't change nothing about his tactics. That's the negative. But compared to frickin' Paul Clement, I'd gladly rather have Jesse Marsch. Compared to some random Spanish dude, Aitor Karanka or whatever, yeah, I'd rather have Jesse Marsch. Would I have been happy with Bobby Smirniotis? Yes. Honestly, more happy with Bobby than I would have Jesse, but that's just my opinion. We weren't Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Probably more pragmatic. But I don't think it would have been as good. 3-0 Netherlands. But the positives with Jesse Marsch is he absolutely fits the Canadian style of play. If they're playing well, they'll look great. As you saw, well, saw to a certain extent in the first half. When it's not going their way, the game gets flushed, unless they can make some magic. But they're going to play the same way, win or lose or draw. There's no plan B. But if plan A is working, they'll look fine. It's just how much is plan A going to work? Ask Leeds. 73rd minute. 73rd minute. 3-0. Mexico knows better than Canada against European teams. Well, it helps because Mexico's friendlies are normally against CONMEBOL or European teams. Canada barely plays friendlies at all, and if they do, it's against just some lower tier opponent anyway. I ain't jinxing nobody. 74th minute, 3-0. Bobby is just not qualified in terms of experience. He would have to come to a team where being the CPL coach would have been a massive elephant in the room considering the money issues. Fair enough. I mean, but again, Jesse Marsch was the best choice out of all of them. Even Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. What happened to Canada? They got smacked in the mouth and they just never recovered. I wouldn't say they're becoming Mexico now. It's just France is going to be worse. I'm going to hit the over. 6-0? Maybe. I'm hitting the over on Sunday. Screw it. 75th minute. 6-0? Probably. 75th minute. $15 to go. Predictions for Netherlands versus Canada is 4-0. I mean, you're already almost there. How much will Honduras score on Cuba? 4. Daniel Malin's shot goes wide. 76th minute. Corner, 76th minute. Cross in. Shot. Oh, what a tackle. And Dane St. Clair picks that one up. '76th minute. Schaffelberg going forward. Cross in. Shot wide. Bullet puts wide. 77th minute. Samuel Piette's about to come on. Honestly, I'd say the best thing for Mexico would be get on an embarrassing result in the near future. Get worse before it improves. The earlier they accept the size of the issues, the better. I agree with that. U.S. accepted the size of their issues, and look at them now. Throw in for Netherlands. Samuel Piette about to come on. Mahi Mahi Burrito. That actually sounds pretty good. Kone out for Samuel Piette. '78th minute. 12 minutes plus stoppage time to go. What about Canada? What do they need to do to get better again? If it's going well, they'll look just fine. I can't really give you the medicine. Just maybe actually think of a plan B. Other than that, I can't really give you the medicine because there really isn't any. Money, money, money. Well, yeah. On the business end, yeah, money. More money. That would help. But playing ends, plan B. But if Jesse Marsh didn't realize that after getting relegated, or basically damning leads to relegation, I don't think he's going to figure it out now. Don't get scored on in the second half. Yeah, exactly. Don't get punched in the mouth. Don't get punched in the mouth. 79th minute. Don't get punched in the mouth. Exactly. '80th minute. Like, Jesse Marsh is Canada in the second half. Gets stabbed. 'Tis but a flesh wound. Bleeding out like a freaking geyser. play more quality friendlies and have longer camps will improve. Have a better youth system will improve. Money's key for all of that. Exactly. It's going to take time, to be honest. There's, besides the plan B thing, it's going to take time. And fortunately, our new federation's hire is good at finding funding, so I have hope for the future. Thank God CONCACAF. Thank God we're in CONCACAF, because if we weren't, we'd be joked about as much as Belgium. Well, I mean, the King's a CONCACAF thing. I mean, yeah. '81st minute. '81st minute. Canada's still the France of CONCACAF. Maybe pre-Mbappe bottle jobs. 82nd minute. The country speaks French. That don't mean none. Well, one province in the country and the capital city. Fout Veghorst, shot saved by Dane St. Clair. Well, one province in the country that wants to be its own country, and the capital city speaks French, but that doesn't mean anything. And even then, it's not exactly the same French France speaks, because there are different linguistic differences between Quebecois and French. You maybe learned something new today. I don't know. 82nd minute. Honestly, I'd say Canada has a shorter road than Mexico. At least the issues acknowledged, and some were actively making significant progress toward. I would agree with that. Shot, goal. 4-0. Header by Virgil van Dijk off the corner, and it's 4-0 for the Netherlands. Cross in, header. Yep. Zator did it again. Zator played like, he legit did play like trash. You called it. '84th minute. I don't think we ever became Mexico. We haven't fallen off. We were never good in the first place. Or we were never truly good in the first place. Wasn't like this in the World Cup. At least John Herdman, to a certain extent, could have a plan B. Yes, is he stubborn? Yes. Is he as stubborn as Jesse Marsch? No. There's a difference. Like, John Herdman is not as... They kept up with Belgium and Morocco. I would agree with that. MLS is better than the Polish league. MLS might be above top 10, as in it might be 7th or 6th. But, you know, John Herdman at least did make tactical changes. Jesse Marsch doesn't. Oh, and Dominic Zator sucks. Dominic Zator and Scott Kennedy, I do not want to see either of them ever put on a red shirt ever again. Or at least the maple leaf. And I would prefer that Dominic Zator and Scott Kennedy stay away from Toronto as well. But at least the maple leaf. We'll worry about that first. Gravenberch is coming out for Veerman. '85th minute. Damn, yeah. Austrian Bundesliga is better than Polish Elite Syrian. Netherlands scored a fourth. Virgil van Dijk with a header. Dominic Zator got bodied. Am I talking? I'm alive. My heart's still beating. My heart is still beating. I'm clinically alive. 86th minute. This might be worse than Uruguay versus Mexico. No. First half was a really good performance for Canada. The second half, it was really 3 goals in 10 minutes, and then Virgil van Dijk using his height to body Dominic Zator. This isn't as bad. Besides, I think Dane St. Clair had a better performance than Rangel. He still had a horrible rebound given away, but he still had a better performance. This is just a symptom of Jesse Marsch not changing anything. I would agree with that as well, yeah. Jesse Marsch is a stubborn-ass coach. I can't complain. I'm stubborn as hell, too, but, you know. I agree with that. They're better than Mexico. Yeah, but if they get 5, it is worse. Well, hopefully that doesn't happen. Whether we score 1 or Netherlands doesn't score a 5th, hopefully that doesn't happen. 88th minute. Exactly. At least we held for the half and up to the 60th, 50th minute. And honestly, we held from the 64th to the 84th. So 70 minutes. Like 70 minutes of the performance wasn't so bad. It really was 7 minutes. 15 minutes. "74 minutes of the performance weren't so bad. It was the other 15 that were, or the other 16 that were. He is a good manager. He's stubborn. There's a difference. You can be a good manager, but very stubborn on your tactics. Both could be true. I still think Marsch is a good manager. He's a stubborn manager. There's a difference. He's good, but stubborn. And sometimes you need to change things. Could have learned that at Leeds, but okay, maybe you need a defeat like this to learn it. But I don't know. 89th minute. Stubborn? Yes. Good manager? Yes, both are true. I really should have brought up the fact he was stubborn in the video, but I thought maybe you would have learned at Leeds. No. 30 seconds to go. He's good and stubborn. Both are true. Both could be true, and both are true. There's a duality of man. Private Joker. Well, it's equal. In theory, we still are. At least we had a good first half. Oh, and Our goalkeeper didn't throw away the game. And Netherlands is a better team than Uruguay. So technically, slightly still just a bit better. If their nose is ahead of ours in the race to the bottom. 3 minutes of stoppage time. Now, if Tobias time hits us in these 3 minutes, then I guess not. But agreed. What I see is what I say. I don't think that's emotions. What I see is what I say. That's not emotional. Maybe I see it glass half full instead of glass empty. Maybe that's the difference. I don't know. Maybe that's my problem. I don't know. Maybe I look for the silver lining, even though I see is what I see. Maybe I look for the silver lining. But again, I don't think that's emotional per se. 1 minute in, save. I don't think that's emotional per se. Real talk, the fact that Mexico's fanboys are vehemently arguing that they're still better than Canada, who has his feet in concrete due to a CSB deal, is a testament to how far Mexico's fallen. 1:10 to go. Yeah, it's kind of like that episode of South Park where Kenny was putting the concrete galoshes, but the river wasn't deep enough, so he's just standing in the river. He's just way down in the river. You know, the teeth trade episode? How's 4-0 feeling? Not great. I may be coping a little bit. I'll see you later. See you at 5 o'clock for the Central American Cup draw. I guess. 2:18. Agreed. 30 seconds. First half, more or less what the positives will be of a Jesse Marsh tenure. Second half, the negatives. Simple as 2:47. 10 seconds to go. Is it worse than the Japan result? No, that felt a lot worse. Full time, 4-0 Netherlands. Netherlands win the friendly. With that being said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification, subscribe, send super chats on the live streams, comment on this video, put us in playlist, share with friends and family, all that great stuff. I'll see you within the hour for the review of the match, and I'll see you at 5 o'clock for the Central American Cup draw. Live watch along, and then we'll react to those draws on Friday. With that being said, I'll see you later. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace.